Hello friends, welcome to Dezinlife. Today we are going to discuss a very debatable topic, that is career versus relationship, and how to manage a successful career and relationship together. Many people say they are not able to manage both at the same time. Why it is becoming more and more difficult to be successful at both career and relationship front at same time, and why people fail in successful managing both. And last, I will touch upon relationship in the same office factor also, because many people ask this kind of question. So it is now quite often that people nowadays talk about they have problem about in their career or in their relationship. Some people, they says that they have compromised their relationship because of career, and some people the vice versa, they says they have compromised their career because of relationship. So when you look at say career and relationship, there emerge out four different permutation combination. There are very few people who says they're happy about both career and relationship. That's one category. Then second category, they says they're good at their career but they have compromised on the relationship. Other set of people says they're good at the relationship but at the cost of compromising their career. And some people, they compromise both because they messed up both the things, and they are very unhappy set of the people. So why it is becoming more and more difficult? Why it is becoming more demanding with the passage of time? There are some common thread between the two. So I'll discuss about three major common things why it is becoming more and more difficult to understand, because that only will lead to the solution. The first common thing is timing of start and ending of the both. See, in the past, career used to be people get retired at the age of maybe 55, later on maybe 58, and sometime even 60 also. And after that, your relationship, your life goes on up to say 70, 75. So clearly you have to give more weightage to your relationship part. But nowadays, retirement does not happen at 55 or 58 or 60. Retirement goes to 70, 75. So as long as by and large your life is there, you have to work. And people start relationship as well career both in their 20s. So by and large, starting and end point of the both are almost same. That is some shift from the past. The second point is there is a shift from the government job to private job. In the past, when the government jobs were more, the person once get a job, that career front, that part is over. He can focus now more on the relationship part or the personal part. But over a period of time, when government jobs are less, private jobs are more, and you have to keep on shifting the companies, which means you have to keep your focus on career front also, so it becomes more and more difficult. At the same time, marriages are more and more shifting from arranged marriage to love marriage, or you can say love come arranged marriage. So what was difference was, in the case of arranged marriage, the society support or family support used to be huge. But in the case of love marriage or love come arranged marriage kind of thing, where the family support or social support is less, I have to take entire pressure on yourself. That is becoming more and more difficult. A third factor is there. In the past, there used to be combined families, and nowadays it is more of nuclear families. In the case of combined families, family used to be a big support to the people, and they take a lot of pressure also. And the case of nuclear families, then nobody is there to support, and you have to take entire pressure. So because of these three factors, it is becoming more and more difficult and more demanding to manage the both. Some people ask, which out of two is more important? Difficult to say. Rather, I will suggest that everything need not be and should not be compared, because both are important. A person need both. See, career is important because if you does not work, does not earn, how your family will go. But at the same time, if you have the good career, you are able to earn, you does not have family to celebrate and to be happy. What you will do with that earning also? So both are equally important to me. Then question comes, how to ensure success at both? We have to understand a process. See, when you compare these two, or say looking at the age, first normally we decide about our career. Normally in the early 20s, or sometime in the teens cases also, maybe 18, 19, we decide about what we'll do in the life. So in early 20s, we have fair idea about what we are going to do in our life, what our condition will be, what our likely earning can be, what are kind of growth opportunities will be, in which kind of life career we go, and what is our outlook about our career, whether I will do the business, whether I will do the job, whether I will focusing more on career growth, whether I will focus on more of money earning. So broadly we can say we have made our life objective or broad life outlook in the early 20s. What will do and what will I not do, what I like, what I don't like. And after that, somewhere in mid 20s, we decide about relationship or life partner. So we need to see the palatability between the two now. Between you and your prospective life partner, you look at both of their life plans, their outlook about their life, the different aspect. Both of them, somebody want to live for today, someone for planned living. Whether it's a disciplined life or the free life, whether more at home or more at traveling, whether staying with the parents or staying separate, whether job or business, and so on. There are so many things. So either there should be alignment between the thinking of two, or one should be able to accommodate a bit of others. If that does not happen, sometimes people say agree to something but over a period of time these agreements does not work. Sometimes people says I will compromise, but this compromise is also long term, that does not work. So your relationship, or you can say your life partner thought process and your thought process should be aligned with your life, or you can say life realities, or you should be willing to accommodate him or her. If you do this exercise properly, you will be able to make a right decision and you will be successful both in managing your career as well as relationship. But if you fail in these decisions here, you are more likely to fail later on also. Some people ask why people make the mistakes. Because people make the mistake, people does not take these decisions correctly. As many people take this decision based on the liking, based on the aspirations, based on the ambitions, not on the basis of the ground realities or the life plan. And again I am cautioning, the agreements and the compromise does not work in the life. They work for a very short period. After that, it is the crude life realities. And the last part I want to touch is about relationship in same office, or you can sometimes people call it office romance. See, if it's an extramarital affair, then it is suicidal. How it impacts your relationship, you all knows. But it certainly kills your career. So a big no for this. But in case of before marriage relationship, it can happen because you are in that age. If you are serious about it, take a quick decision, and once you decide, one of you should move to some other company, should not work in the same company. Some companies or some job descriptions where you can work in the same office, it can be R&D, it can be teaching, where it's more of individual work. But in case of teamwork, or can say most of the other functions, ideally both of you should not work together even after marriage also. And in case of you decide about relationship, as fast as possible move apart. That's how you can save your both relationship and your career both. So friends, we have discussed quite a lot today regarding how you can manage both career relationship together. I hope this will help you. If you want to further understand more about or discuss your individual problem regarding managing your career, regarding managing your relationship and being happy at both, please do reach out to us through our website or through a mobile number given in the end of the video. Friends, thank you very much for watching us today. Thank you.